Welcome to SES Daily Podcast. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you guys for subscribing. I want to give a big shout out to WKRO, Akron's 80s, 90s, and more. They're an online radio station, and we're blessed enough to have the show on there once a week, Sunday at 8 a.m. And if you want to listen to the show at 8 a.m. or listen to the great music they play 24/7, download the Get Me Radio app and type in WXRO, Akron's 80s and 90s, and more. Just type that in on the app, on the Get Me Radio app, and you can listen to their great station. And I want to give them a big shout out, and I'm very blessed and honored to be on their station. I want to thank them for having my show on there. And this is the Line Before podcast, the music show we do every Monday night, and it comes out late Monday night. And multi-genre music man is having technical difficulties right now. So this will be kind of a different podcast than normal. Me and multi-genre music man usually talk about music and stuff. But this one we're gonna be talking about bluegrass, and we got a banjo player that's gonna have do a performance for us. And we're also going to talk about just bluegrass music in general, bluegrass music here in Eastern Kentucky and all over the country. Banjo player David Barnett, man, thank you for being on, man.
Oh, you're welcome, my friend. No problem.
Absolutely, man. And I know people want to hear me not talk and let you perform, man. So I'm gonna let you do your thing and let you perform.
Okay, we'll pick a couple things.
Good job, man. I mean, if you wanna play one or two more for us, that was really good, man. Appreciate you doing
that. Let's see. Y'all probably recognize this one right here.
Definitely appreciate that, man. You did a good job. Now, who did you? Somebody actually teach you to play the banjo, or did you teach yourself?
Well, I had to teach myself. They wasn't no banjo teachers up my neck of the woods here when I started learning. And believe it or not, when I started learning, I'm not that old, but YouTube wasn't around, so it was a hard, kind of a hard road to hoe for me to learn how to play.
Definitely, man. That's definitely impressive, man. I couldn't play one instrument, to be honest with you. So, the fact that you can play the banjo that well, man, that's just amazing, man. Because I couldn't even learn how to play a guitar, to be honest, or any type of instrument. As the fact that you taught yourself, man, is honestly crazy for sure.
Well, I just didn't have no choice. I really wanted to learn it, and it it took a while. I first started to learn how to play. I started out playing the wrong way, and then when I discovered there was actually local bluegrass music on the weekends around where I lived, and got to go see a few people, they a couple of banjo pickers that could play pretty good kind of said, "Well, you're doing this wrong and doing this wrong," and then actually one of them who showed me some stuff. What he was showing me was wrong too. So what he would show me, I'd have to figure out what he was doing wrong and figured out how to do it right. So it was real hard. I had a hard time learning because, like I said, they wouldn't know, YouTube or online and teachers or anything like that, like they got nowadays. And it was about the first 3 years of trying to learn how to play this thing. It was pretty much a hard way to go.
Definitely, man. It's definitely impressive. And who actually inspired you the most? Like, what band, like bluegrass band, inspired you the most to want to learn how to play the banjo?
Probably, I would say my biggest influences is Mike Lilly, which is a banjo player that played in the 80s and 90s with Harley Allen. And then in the 70s and 60s, he played with Larry Sparks. And as far as band wise, probably the biggest influence on me is J.D. Crowe and the New South.
Definitely awesome, man. Now, why Tad Huff on that list?
Well, Tad, I grew up going around playing, going to the local bluegrass shows. I saw Tad play a lot, him and Marcus and Lynn Sloan and them and all them guys. I used to see them a lot when I was younger.
Definitely, man. That's definitely a great thing, man, to have around here. Is there's a lot of options of where to play bluegrass at, man. There's definitely a lot more options to play bluegrass than, honestly, to be completely honest with you, there's more opportunities to play bluegrass music than any other genre around here.
Well, I don't know. The bluegrass scene's kind of died out around here, to be honest with you. I mean, most of the shows I play is 2 or 3 hours away when I do get to play. There for a while, about 4 years ago, when it really hit rock bottom. Well, I guess it's been longer than 4 years, probably about 8 years ago. I actually went to play electric guitar and steel guitar in country bands, playing the clubs and bars and stuff for about a good 6 years because bluegrass kind of fizzled out a little bit. I mean, it's kind of starting to come back, but I don't know if it'll ever come back like it used to be when I first started playing it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys definitely got more opportunities to play at festivals and stuff.
Well, yeah, there's the bluegrass festivals in the summer and the little local festivals around here, like the Gingerbread Festival, the Mount Hurst Festival, places like that. Occasionally I get to play those places if they book somebody that I pick with or whatever. Just depends.
Absolutely, man. And I know you've been working with Patricia on some venues and stuff, playing banjo for her.
Yeah, she got a hold of me there a while back, needs some help. I try to help everybody I can because that's mainly what I do. I'm more of a musician than I am a singer, so I play with just about anybody that needs me. Most people hire me, to play the banjo. Some country bands hire me to play the guitar and steel when I have time to do that. Just depends.
Definitely, man. And yeah, man. What has been your favorite venue to play at?
Well, probably I was fortunate enough to play a show at Rupp Arena here a while back, and it was pretty fun. I played Rupp Arena one night with Billy Renee and Cumberland Gap. That's the band I usually work with. They had a private event down at Rupp Arena, and there was about, I don't know, 3,500, 4,000 people there that night. And it was really awesome to play in that big old arena, just me and the crew. And, I never thought of never thought I'd get to do anything like that. So it was pretty neat.
Absolutely, man. I definitely appreciate you being on. And yeah, I want to thank Multi-Genre Music Man for co-hosting. I want to thank David Barnett for playing the banjo and for being a special guest here on the Line Before podcast. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.